You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
What's up, ladies? How y'all doing? It's your girl, your diva in knowledge. Lady Mocha represent a Mocha's Ladies Lounge, where y'all know I'm always serving y'all wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual awareness. And although I know y'all are also looking forward to me doing some commentary on Mel's departure, as far as concerning the reunion, I will be elaborating on that. But I thought I would bring this to y'all first because I thought it was imperative that I would speak on this because everybody's on the love and marriage, the love and marriage in Huntsville bandwagon. Everybody's been beaten out with a dead horse. So I just need to woo soft from that just a moment, but I will be talking about the reunion. And I just want to kind of shift gears and talk to y'all about this here because listen, y'all, there's a catch 22 to everything, right? Everybody wants a successful man. Everybody wants a man that can provide, and especially a man that is successful because it brings you a lot of perks in life. Being married to a successful and financially well-off man has a lot of benefits, right? So the first thing is knowing that you'll always be provided for, that you would not struggle like most average women do, when it comes to being in a relationship. A lot of women, they have to work, they have to put in, a certain percentage as well to keep things afloat these days, right? However, when you're with a man of high caliber and success, those are one of the perks of not having to really work near as hard or struggle near as much, and knowing that you and your children will always be provided and taken care of. So it's a lot of security as far as financially that comes to being involved with these industry men, right? And also, the perks, having a luxurious cars, having a luxurious home, being able to invite your girlfriends over and showing them your walk-in closet full of Prada bags and red bottom shoes, and the fact that you can afford to put your children in the most expensive private schools and college universities, and it's just so many advantages, as far as being the life having the life of a baller's wife or celebrity wife. Basically the red carpet is rolled out for you, and these are the things that we visually see. However, with all this fortune, fame, and glamour, and red carpet perks, there's a dark side to dealing with men in the industry. And what I mean by industry men, I'm talking about rappers, producers, athletes, executives, all of these men that are part of an industry in which they are successful, in which um, they have a lot of notoriety or fame. And, again, this is what targets women. Women, we've always been known to go after. Okay, Windows update. You don't have to remind me about my update. Okay. So anyway, that's what I was saying. Um, this is something every woman dreams of having. Being able to live a luxurious lifestyle, but with everything, there's always a catch 22. And the dark side of it is when you're with these type of men, the problem is, this is my saying, I feel like a man is only as faithful as his options. And the mere fact that these men have so many options in their reach, it makes it even more challenging to try to have a serious, faithful, committed relationship with these type of men, because they have so many choices, and it's always going to be groupies, it's always going to be Jezebels, and this is the price that comes with being a celebrity wife. You have to be able to endure and understand that there's no way in hell you're going to be with a millionaire, billionaire, or a thousandaire, whatever, in this type of industry. And don't think you're not going to go through it. Okay. So of course everybody's envious to you. Everybody, is jealous of your lifestyle and think that you are just living it up, that you're not struggling, you're not wanting for anything. But you find out that money does not compensate for a man that's disrespectful. It does not compensate for a man that will not keep his dick in his pants, who will not commit to you, who does not value you, who does not honor marriage, and does not respect you as his wife. After a while, what good is the Prada bags if he's never home? What good is the lingeries if he's smashing multiple women? And it really, it really takes the dream of being a celebrity wife to a nightmare. You signed up for a lifetime of headaches, heartaches, and heartbreaks, and this comes with it, right? So anyway, what to talk about your boy Matt Barnes, right? A lot of you ladies, y'all may not be in the sports, and I'm not really in the sports either. But Matt Barnes, just to kind of show y'all who he is, right? Because got to kind of enlighten you ladies. Oops, ooh, got to enlighten you on who Matt Barnes is and where he's known from. So Matt Barnes is a former retired basketball player. I guess he used to play for the Lakers. Um, he's also played. Let me see if there's any other teams he's played from. Um, looks like he's played from, like he did some college basketball, and okay, so he played for Golden State Warriors. So as you can see, right, Matt is, and some of y'all may not find him that attractive or appealing, but let's just face it. He's had that appeal of being Pretty Boy Floyd. Some women got a fetish for light skinned men with pretty hair. Becky with the good hair, at least, that's what you call it calls him. Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown cannot stand Matt Barnes, so Kwame Brown calls Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair. Okay, I'm just telling y'all what he calls him, right? So Becky with the good hair, Barnes, right, has always been kind of known as the ladies' man, right? And I'm sure some of you like he ain't that good looking. I mean, what you mean? But let's just face it. What's not what you don't find attractive, other women do. Okay, so for the most part, Matt Barnes has an appeal as to what something appealing about him is what draws women to him. And I know the number one thing is his money, but nevertheless, with all of the beautiful women and the success he has had, it has not been enough to keep women, right? And even more so, his current fiance, who has decided to out him out, y'all, because Anansa Sims calls out Matt Barnes for allegedly being involved with 8 women. So y'all, I'm going to be playing y'all some video clips and everything because I really would like for y'all to see that Mr. Matt Barnes is not this, prestigious, faithful, committed man in which a lot of women have been trying to push for him to be. Now, some of y'all may be familiar with Matt Barnes and Gloria when he was married to Gloria Govan off of Basketball Wives. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all that too. Because y'all might remember him from that. So that's originally where you may know him from. He was on the show Basketball Wives, and I remember Gloria Govan, bragging about him and bragging about the twin boys they had together. And matter of fact, she was on the season with Jen and Evelyn when it first when the season first started out, and she basically put Matt Barnes on a pedestal, like he was the best thing that happened to her since sliced bread. I like anything else. Usually, when a woman does a lot of bragging on her companion, it's usually to compensate for the things that that relationship is lacking. And it got to a point to where she couldn't fake it to make it anymore, and things got really volatile. The relationship, marriage got really toxic. So I think they only stayed married for I think he was married to her for a couple of years. I can find that out here though. So they was not married long. And after, okay, so here's some information here. So they did marry in 2013 and separate in 2015, and the divorce was finalized in 2016. Now keep in mind, Gloria Gavan, he did sue her for legal fees related to their divorce, and it got really ugly. He also, Gavan also accused him of owing her over 250,000 in back child support and all of that. So it was a lot of drama and chaos that basically occurred between the both of them. And what really brought the straw in the camel's back was when he married when Gloria Gavan got with Matt's teammate. That really added, more insult to injury. And to this day, Gloria Gavan is still with Fisher. They married in 2021, and from the looks of it, they're still going strong. I went on their Instagram page, and it looks like they're really happy. And Gloria Gavan and Matt's sons, the twins then got big, and she's in her peaceful girl era. She's very happy, and of course Matt Barnes. Around the time when they were seeing each other, because Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher, they was teammates. So of course Matt Barnes felt like that was a betrayal in a sense, and he did physically go after Derek Fisher, and there was a physical altercation that occurred between the both of them, in which allegedly they said Matt Barnes put the paws on him and smashed him to smithereens. But people embellish sometimes. So nevertheless, Gloria and Derek Fisher are still going strong. They're married, still together, and does it look like she gives a hell of a beans that anybody looked at her as some type of way, or shaded her for getting with one of Matt's team players, okay? And they're still together, and everybody has accepted it, like the kids have come to terms with it. So this is a nice family photo, y'all. So nevertheless, Gloria Gavan is in her happy era, and she does not have any regrets at all from leaving Matt, right? So anyhow, it's been brought to the attention that his current fiance Anassa had exposed him for having, being involved with 8 women, okay? So she took to Instagram, and that's the new thing that they do. Everybody loves to go to Instagram, and she basically outed him for being involved with multiple women in 1 month. So they did get engaged December 2022 after dating off and on for 5 years. They welcomed their first son during that time, and their second son, Austin. So baby, she was trying to get all these babies in, honey, okay? She was trying to lock him in, honey. These women be trying to do the Bambi, honey. They go back to back, bam, bam, bam. Having these babies, bam, bam, bam. Just letting him bam all night, honey. Trying to lock in all them babies, honey, because she wants to make sure he cannot go anywhere, because I'm going to have so many children that he is not going to think twice about leaving me. But anyway, so she put on her meme that I once loved a man so much that I was fixing him while he was breaking me. She added a broken-hearted emotion to the post in her caption. Anessa wrote, "Why, Matt? 8 different women in January." So this is actually the post here that she put about how she loved him so much she was trying to fix him while he was breaking her. And it's unfortunate that a lot of women are have fall prey to this, wanting so badly to change a man and make him be something you really want him to be for you. In the actuality, you start losing your sanity, you start losing your peace of mind, trying to make them be something that is just not in them to be. You cannot make a man a husband if he does not want to be a husband. You cannot make him a father if he doesn't want to be a father. I don't care if you get pregnant every year, right? So anyway, this has gone viral, y'all. Everybody is going in the ad and saw the injury, honey. She put it on blast. She exposed every single woman that she felt, well, that she had proof, and I'm still say alleged, that he had been smashing. Now also are involved with. Also, hit the like button, y'all. Anything I say in this content is based off of my own opinion, uh, based off of my own opinion, and for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, so let me start off by saying that. Even also, one of the women was Masika, Kate Kalisha or whatever. I'm gonna just call her Masika, right? Anyway, y'all should remember Masika from the show Love and Hip Hop. She actually has a child from that rapper with the messed up eye. I forgot the boy's name, but anyway, Masika baby daddy. But yeah, she's one of the 8 women in which Matt's fiance had exposed. And Matt's fiance actually hashtag all of these women on Instagram, right? But I'm going to let a couple of other commentators break it down and explain it for y'all. So that way y'all can have a more clearer understanding, because this was just too much for me to try to look up and do all my research for. But anyway, let me go right into it.
Ooh, child. Okay, I literally stopped eating my lunch because there's a lot going on with this story. I wasn't going to even talk about it because it was a lot for me to digest, but since we're here. So Matt Barnes and his fiance slash mother of his last child, Anasa Sins, have recently posted a public breakup announcement. She posted it on her Instagram story, basically letting us know that she got cheated on with 8 different women. So I was going to leave it alone. I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, oh, wow, that's sad. I hate that for her. Like, ugh. But then she goes on to list and at each of the individual women with alleged trips and cheating text messages that she saw throughout this time. So the Shade Room caught it. I missed it. I'm going to show y'all what they posted. So this is what was posted, and Masika, y'all know Masika from Love and Hip Hop, LA, whatever. Yeah, she's on the list, number 1. And as you can see, she literally added these people and then put their alleged dates of rendezvous in there. So, yeah, she's pissed. They had a reality show on WeTV last year. I don't know if you guys watched it, where they were basically introducing their family. They're kind of like Brady Bunch, and it's taken a left turn. I wish them the best, but comment below your thoughts. Ooh, child. Okay, I literally
All
stopped eating
right.
my.
Okay, so we're gonna come out of this, and I'm gonna also let this next TikToker. She really is thorough with everything too. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this one as well.
Oh, Matt. Matt, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Now, this high tea with Tiff, so I'm going to give y'all the tea on this. If y'all don't know, this is Mr. Matthew Barnes from Sacramento. He played for the Lakers. He started out he played for the Warriors. He retired with the Warriors as a champion. Now, he was used to be with Gloria Govan. That's who the twins at the end are with. Gloria Govan, that was on Basketball Wives, right? They met here in Oakland because everybody from the Bay. So they got divorced because he was cheating, or they were engaged, and they weren't together. They broke up when their sons were like maybe 4 or 5. Then she got with Derek Fisher, who was the coach. He coached and played with Matt on the Lakers, right? Matt ended up beating him up because the boys was around. It was a whole bunch of mess years ago, right? So after
Fair use, fair use. Please make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in and enter. I gladly appreciate that. Shout outs to Hot Tea with Tiff on TikTok.
that, he then got with Ananza. So Ananza is Beverly Johnson's daughter. 𝓜𝓸𝓬𝓱𝓪'𝓼 had came into the relationship with Matt with 3 kids. The younger boy next to her, the girl next to Matt, and the other boy next to the twin. And she had those kids with the football player. They had some drama too in their relationship, as far as like custody and things like that. So boom, they come into the relationship. They got 5 kids total, taken care of, and then they had Ashton, which is the little baby, the little boy that's in front of Matt. She just recently had a son 4 months ago by Matt. Now, if you guys watched The Barnes Bunch, which came on WeTV this last year, which was a good show, she was wanting to have another baby, and they were going to go through IVF because she was trying to get pregnant for years and years and years with a second baby by him, and it never happened. But then she ended up getting pregnant, having a son. So boom. So this morning, as I'm at work scrolling on Instagram, she posts this. I once loved a man so much that I was fixing him while he was breaking me. Why, Matt? 8 different women in January. Heartbroken. So I'm like, well, damn, Matt. And these slides here are from Gossip of the City, okay? But I'm just like, damn, Matt. So then she took this down, and then she later posted this. Now, she is savage. She said, and tagged each one of the hoes on the post and detailed the whole time that they was together and how long they've been fooling around. Matt, I'm so disappointed in you. I am so disappointed in you. I really thought that y'all was going to you get married. Y'all just bought a house. They just bought a house. That was the whole ending of the show. She got pregnant. They were moving into a new house. Now, don't get me wrong. When I saw her on the show, and even when she had her show with her mom that came on years ago, Beverly had her own reality show, and that's when she first got pregnant with her daughter, Ava. She was always kind of like quiet and, kind of like go with the flow type of chick. You know what I mean? And it's weird because it's like when you're dealing with an athlete, you either hella ratchet and you going in on them, or you hella quiet and meek and you kind of just let them do whatever. Now, I ain't saying that she just let this man do whatever, but it seems to me that infidelity has been an issue in their relationship for the whole entire time. Because they did. Oh, that's another thing. They were together for a couple years and then they broke up for like a year. They broke up. They broke up for like a year and then they got back together. So now it looks like the breakup is for good. She's now has 5 kids. And, the sad part about it is that all their kids got along. All their kids got along. Her kids love Matt. His sons loved her. And then they have these 2 kids now. So what's going to happen? Again, the Barnes Bunch. This makes me sad. Just like another black family just like destroyed because he couldn't keep his womp, 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 womp in them pants. Like, come on, man. If I get some more tea with this, I will post it and I will give y'all that later on. Okay? I gotta go.
All right, y'all. So I wanted to also brought this up. I guess there was a reality show in the making, the Barnes Bunch, and people was not having it. Somebody put in there he has several lawsuits, is known for assaulting women, spit on his girlfriend's ex-husband face, and most recently assaulted a 17-year-old. This show should be canceled before it starts shaking my head. Hope someone asked him about the recent controversial incident at his kid's basketball game. Not a good look. So, Matt does not have an outstanding reputation, right? So, I'm going to go to this next ball called Gossip City so we can kind of look at some of those receipts again, y'all. By the way, hit that like button. I would appreciate it. So, okay. This must be a different one. This wasn't the one I had hoped. Let me come out of this one. We're going to get it right. Hold on. We're going to get it right. It must be more than one Gossip City because that was something else. So I want to find the right one. Okay. All right. So Gossip of the City. Okay. That's why I messed up. Okay. Gossip of the City. Okay. All right, okay, this is the right one here, y'all. This should be it right here. I guess it's a lot of similar sites to that. Okay, so I'm going to the actual ones in which she actually hashtag, as you can see. Um, Anansa, I guess Anansa Sims posts the women that Matt Barnes was allegedly cheating with, and I'm gonna say alleged. So she hashtag all of them. I mean, I don't know if this is savage or if this is silly, but I'm enjoying it in my own wicked way, right? In my own messy way, because I have my messy moments as well, right? But anyway, yes, Masika, girl, it's not a good look. She put on here they allegedly had a trip from January 18th through the 19th. Denver trip allegedly back on come since September of 2024. Autumn London, allegedly her place January 20th. She allegedly told me it's been going on 6 years. Portia Thomas, which is Peter Thomas, yes, Cynthia Bailey ex-husband. Tom, what's his name? Oh my gosh, Peter. This is his daughter. Allegedly, he was involved with her as well. I am Liz. They've been sending each other text messages. Corinne Silverberg. Allegedly, she told me it's been going on 7 years. It's Ashley Lord. She currently does their car insurance. So, honey, he's smashing everybody. From the Avon lady to the car insurance lady to the laundry lady to the damn Uber driver. I mean, Matt is getting it in everywhere, right? Also, I am now prototype. Allegedly, according to messages. And Haley Camden, allegedly, according to messages, y'all can have him. So this is very, very embarrassing. But let's get to the other part. And of course, I showed y'all that I once loved a man so much that I was fixing him while he was breaking me. And of course, everybody's going in. That's why my dad always said, write the S down in the journal just in case you change your mind the next hour or day. You don't look foolish talking, people. Yep, that's true. Yep, it ain't. She's posting all of this stuff. Honey, is you about it? Is you gonna leave him for good? Or are you embarrassing him, hoping that this public humiliation ritual is gonna make him humble himself and be a husband? You know what I mean? She went back from the first time knowing that he was going to keep playing in her face. Now she got 33 kids and no goddamn income and got to stay somewhere where you being mistreated. If that ain't the God's honest truth. But all these women want athletes and rappers. Yeah, the lifestyle is good, but the mental health is not. 8 different women in 1 month is a different level of betrayal and hurt. Traumatizing. Damn, Matt out here laying it low and spreading it wide. Yes, 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 honey. So they is not having too much sympathy or empathy for her, if that's what she was looking for. Now, also, shout out to Gossip of the City. This is proof of the flight of Masika, which they call Hosika, in which they have proof of the flight in which she was going to fly out and see Matt. Okay, so it just goes to show you, honey. Listen, these athletes got so much pull and connections, and honey, she can't even lie. The proof is in the pudding. Somebody said, I just want to say, I can tell his wife is a very organized person. Like the way she named everyone and put dates and everything that is next to their names. Like I know she can make a bomb spreadsheet on God. Y'all is crazy. Somebody put Embassy Suites is actually embarrassing. Yeah, girl, you getting that low budget thought treatment, honey. I mean, damn, no 5-star hotel like the Carl Ritz or something like that. Ritzon or something, girl. If she's not going to leave him, all of this is pointless. Yes, let a man cheat in peace. There's no need in putting him out on blast, embarrassing him, then only for y'all to still be together. A week or so from now, he'll mix it up to you by taking you to Bermuda, taking you the kids on a family trip, and, get back in his good graces. The next thing you notice, we see y'all boot up again all over the place, okay? So, child, anyways, next person say, when we say receipts, baby, this what we mean. Sis came through. Men mess with these kind. You really bottom of the barrel to me. And Nancy is beautiful. I'm sure she could do so much better. Somebody said, Masika is so comfy being a biscuit. mac and cheese, hell, anything on the side, I'm crying. Girl, they is going in. But anyway, y'all get my drift, right? Y'all get my drift. Y'all get my drift. So Matt again, he is still up to his old tricks, right? Um, a man could keep changing multiple women like he changes cars and changes shoes, but until he changes his mindset, until he changes his outlook on life, he's going to continue to become a burden to himself and definitely a burden to any woman who tries to build a life with him. And I really think, unfortunately, that it's just ingrained in Matt at this point. This is his nature. This isn't just a mishap here and there. He has a pattern, a habitual pattern of cheating in all of his relationships, all his marriages. So even becoming his wife is not enough to validate him from not cheating. He's still going to cheat anyway. It seems like to me Matt Barnes, with all of his success and fortunes, somewhere underneath is an insecure little boy who feels like the only way he can feel like a man is by slinging peen and being with multiple women. And the issue with this is that we're always hearing about low self-esteem being associated when it comes to women. However, you have a lot of men out here who have low self-esteem issues as well, and they don't feel complete. They do not feel whole unless they are dealing with multiple women. So, nevertheless, y'all, we're going to keep Miss Anansa in prayer because, honey, all jokes aside, and even though this does make some good sweet tea, the bottom line is this is embarrassing. Nobody wants to walk around looking stupid. While you up here thinking you got a prize, you get a surprise that your man is a male gigolo. You get what I'm saying? And he's spreading it open and laying low. You know, that's part of the male gigolo, right? And it's embarrassing. Got to realize they got children. All of this stuff is social media. Everybody's going to know about it. Everybody's going to hear about it. And meanwhile, it's just confirming and validating to Gloria and all the women who left them that look. Had they stayed, they still would have been dealing with a hot ass messy situation because Matt has proven no woman is so great that he will never stop cheating. No woman will ever have it in the bag with him. And some women have to realize this. You believing you got a one up, you having this air mattress attitude of I'm that chick. He's not gonna violate me. He's gonna become a better man with me. Now I don't know if this was Anansa's attitude, but you have a lot of women who get the same man and think for whatever reason it's gonna be different for them. And most of the time it's usually not. So my heart goes out to her. Hopefully she heals. Sending healing vibes her way for her to make a healthy decision and not feel like she needs to stay to preserve her image or she needs to stay because he bribes her. Because listen, that's what these men with money do. And the thing about it is, it's so easy for women to get manipulated with money, not realizing that just because a man gives you money, it does not make you special. A man who makes money, he's giving you something he can give to any woman. Most of the time, he's giving you something he's already given to multiple women. So with her thinking for whatever reason, she was going to be, you know, the one to make him a better man, you know, my heart goes out to her on that. She really thought she had it in the bag and she realized she doesn't. But I would say this. Sis is damn good. The receipts was receipting, okay? I ain't gonna lie. Everything she had it together. So nobody can say nothing unanswered. Listen, if she take Matt to court, he gonna have something to worry about because this chick here, she is certified with receipts, okay? So she probably got all his paycheck stubs, how much he make a year, all of that. So he better get ready because he ain't dealing with no damn dummy. Sis is on point with the receipts. You heard the receipts was receipting, okay? So going to the next, your boy Chad Ochocinco, right? He's back up to his same old tricks, okay? Again, this is another former athlete who also has issues committing to women. Chad has been married multiple times. He has children for multiple women. He definitely has mommy issues. I know him and his mother had a very volatile relationship. and God bless her soul because she did pass away a couple of years ago. And Chad has just been on a prowl, okay? And he can always get pretty women, but the problem is he can't keep them. And that's the problem with a lot of these athletes, rappers, executives. They could always land the prettiest women. I know y'all women all the time, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Why would he cheat on her? Listen, it don't matter how pretty you are. These ninjas would cheat on you for a goddamn Shrek. Orangutan, okay, Wolverine. It does not matter. As long as that Shrek or that Wolverine has a vagina between its legs, looks are not a deal breaker for men, okay? Men they don't care about stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You got dudes who can sit up here and smash a 500-pound rhinoceros. And as long as it's easy and convenient, you know, he can get it in without being attracted to her. Listen, these dudes can get it in and not be attracted to you. They can get it in and not even want you. They know how to separate physical from emotional. Men can lay with anything. I mean, their nature is different from ours. They don't have to be attracted to a woman to lay with her. They don't have to be into a woman to lay with her. They ain't even got to like you to lay with you. That's just how messed up it is. And that's why as a woman, you have to have more confidence within yourself because you will be used. You will be played out here, right? So let's get in and talk about your boy Chad. So the latest with Chad is going on, y'all. Hold on, because we're going to get to that. So going back to, we're going to go to talking about Chad Ocho, right? Now Chad is starting to become, showing his true narcissistic colors because, he got exposed from cheating on his woman, and he went from cheating on her basically to pleading with her to get her back. He went from that to saying how, you know what, even though after she left him, I just still want to be married. I want another woman. I got to get a wife. Then he went from that to turning around threatening Sherelle, saying, now I'm going to take you to court and take you for everything you have. So he's going through these different extremes. So let me take y'all down memory lane just to show y'all how your boy Chad Ochocinco has really been acting out these last couple of weeks.
My bad.
You talking relationships again.
Nah, I ain't talking no Ocho. I read the room. Let me have a little something. It's a little hot in here. I read the room.
See, hey, how you don't even have no compassion? You don't know what I'm going through right now.
I know what you got a great situation. Fix it, huh?
Well, shoot, I'm blocked, so you might need to make that call for me. It's not funny.
Because here's the thing. When people say the grass is greener, okay, what type of fertilizer you use? How often you water it? See, they don't tell you that. You say don't call her no more?
No.
Okay, you good. Because anytime a woman tell me don't call, don't worry about it. Block, erase the number. Oh no, you'll never get me for stalking.
Nah.
Oh, I don't play that. So choose wisely. Man, look here.
So as y'all can see, right, Chad looks, you can tell in this particular clip that he is very much broken. He's upset, but let's also keep this in mind. He's not broken because he has empathy for what he has done to Sherelle. He is breaking due to the fact that he's realizing, damn, I can't keep nothing. Every time I get a woman who I get once I get my clutches into a woman, I make her fall for me, and I make her, want to be with me. And once she catches on to me and finds out who I am, then she discards me. What it is, Chad has abandonment issues. It has nothing to do with him wanting to straighten up and be a better man. It just has a lot to do with the fact that Chad does not like to keep losing, okay? And that's what's going on with him. Now I'm trying to find... Okay, now this is the video that he did with Shannon before. When him and Sherelle when she first initially dropped him and let him go. So I'm going to play this, okay?
Fool you. You should be crying. Sorry.
We go.
Okay, no, this is not it. This is not the one. I'm trying to find the one with him, and I'm gonna get there. Hold on. I'm gonna get there. I want to get to the one in which he starts kind of like crying about not having his relationship anymore. Let's see if I can find that one. Okay, let me see if I can find that one. We're gonna get there. Hold on, y'all. Because I want y'all to see that one first. Because I want you to see the narcissistic behavior. Okay? Alright? In which he's pleading only to turn around and then threaten her because he realized he can't have his way. Dang it, I had it, y'all. Okay, here it is here.
I promise I ain't gonna cry. I promise I ain't gonna cry. But bring that back one more time.
I can't play that one because it has R. Kelly playing in the background. Dang it. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna just go ahead and go to the main videos, right? Because I don't want to waste a lot of time. So I'm just gonna go to the next video in which he's basically kind of like pleading in a sense of getting his relationship back, kind of, and then after he realizes he can't get the relationship back, how he'll flip mode and go different direction. So let's look into that right quick.
A lot of times we'll give up on a woman that has 80, 85%, 90% of what we want, only to be with somebody that has 10 to 20% of what we want.
Boy, I felt that, boy. You don't see me tearing up? But that ain't funny, man. Do me a favor. I promise I ain't gonna cry. I promise I ain't gonna cry. But bring that back one more time.
We get mad. Here come the 10 to 20. I need that.
I promise you ain't crying. These are tears of joy.
And I don't know if women do it. I can't speak because I don't know. I don't know how you guys think. But I'm just telling you how a man will think. How I thought.
Hey, boy, that was a good one, boy. It ain't even Sunday, but you preaching, though. Shit. Got me crying. Shit. Fuck. Wrong with me. Okay, let me tighten up. Let's go. Back to the show.
Okay, so let me elaborate on that. The reason why Ocho Cinco had a moment of clarity was because he's realizing he cannot get it right with women. But the part about it is he's not willing to do anything as far as making the necessary steps to work on those issues of what's causing him to go out here and continue to keep fornicating and committing adultery and having numerous affairs with women on the woman he claims to love. Now, this is a problem that unfortunately a lot of men are in denial about, and trust me when I say this because a lot of my clients are men, and with the domestic violence classes in which I instruct, in which I facilitate over them, a lot of them are very transparent about the fact that they've been out there and they've done a lot of foul things to the women who they claim they love. And this is what happens when Jezebel male behavior becomes habitual. Until you really get some therapy and counseling, you will run to another woman. You will run to be between the legs of another woman before you go and get help. Before you get therapy, before you join a men's group. This is the problem. You have a lot of men, they rather deal with their pain through action than to deal with it through counseling or to get some spiritual advice. And so what it is, Ocho Cinco realizes he is pathetic and he needs help. And he knows that this is a serious problem, but he's not willing to do the work so it does not have to continue to be a problem. So I want to share that with y'all. Now we can get to, the main videos in which he starts crashing out. Now this is when he talks about, just getting married to anybody. Here we go.
Still get married in February? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely get married. Boy, you hear me? Now, I don't know who I'm going to get married to, but I'm getting married in February. I tell you that. I ain't wasting no more time. Boy, I'm 57, boy. You hear me? Boy, 67% of my life, I done already lived it. I ain't got time to be playing out here in these streets. Absolutely not. But you hear me? But I done lived 67% of my life, man. What I'm doing? Goddamn right, I'm getting married next month. I don't know to who. But we finna walk down this aisle. I don't give a fuck. I promise you, I don't care who you are. I don't even care how you look. I don't care. Well, you can be ugly. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Come February, walking down the aisle, we're gonna be at somebody courthouse. Promise you. I ain't even bullshitting. I look too goddamn good. I look too goddamn good to be single. Huh? God damn it. I deserve. Sure. If you think I'm lying, look at me. What are you talking about? Do I need a minister? Nah. I'm a junior deacon. Not only am I a junior deacon, I'm an ordained minister. Huh? I'm gonna marry myself. I don't even need nobody. I don't need no audience. I got my camera, my tripod. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna record it. Sign the paperwork at the courthouse. Boom, done. I look good. I don't care what my grandma used to say. Still get mad in February.
Okay, so make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all enter in. So Chad, now he's crashing out. He went from, oh, I had an epiphany and I realized, I make the mistake of settling for that 80-20. I'll meet a woman who gives me 80% of what I need, only to jeopardize it and ruin it with a 10%er. He went from that to saying, now, you know what? I don't care if I failed my last fiance. I'm gonna get married with or without her. I'm looking for a wife. I'm gonna get married come February. And his reason was because he looks too good to be single. Now keep in mind, Chad Ochocinco is 57 years old, and I would say he does look great to be 57. Which means if he don't get it together, he's gonna be 60 years old. And what usually happens to men like Chad Ochocinco is that they have all of these standards for what is best for them, but the problem is they're not willing to give a woman their best of them. Okay, they want what's best for them, but they're not going to give a woman their best. Okay, so unfortunately now, Ocho realized he keeps crashing out. Even though he's always been successful at games, at tournaments, at championships and all of that, the one thing he has not been able to succeed in is having a healthy, wholesome, stable relationship. Okay, and because of that, he keeps crashing out with women. So he's basically saying he will marry anybody. He's not learning. That's the reason why he's having the problems he has. Chad Ochocinco has been married more than one time. He has multiple baby mamas. He's not understanding, dude. You can change all the women you want, but until you start doing some internal changes, until you start making these changes within yourself, it does not matter how many women you change. It doesn't matter how many cars you change. It doesn't matter how many mansions you change. You're going to end up with the same problem. So, of course, there were some thirst buckets in the comment section that say, hey, I'm willing to marry you, whatever the case is. Anyway, I'm just going to go to the next clip, and then I'm going to really get down to the steak and potatoes of the point that I want to make with this commentary. So let's get to this last clip with Chad Ochocinco before I give y'all my final analysis. Let's go to this last one. This is when he starts crashing out. Okay, so let's go for it.
You got three choices. You give me a percentage of your business, give me a lump sum of money, or you give me all the kids. Stop playing with my top, man. Oh, I'm getting a little carried away. I ain't getting carried away. This ain't a math problem. Only thing you carrying is math. You carry the one. I ain't getting carried away here. And since you're on my live, I just want you to look at the material. You see this? See all this? Huh. Yeah, 1-on-1. Big old choke, not a little. I can't get 85. Whatever I ask for, I should be willing and able to get it. If I'm walking away with something. Yeah, you can LOL, ha ha ha, key, all you want. My lawyer's ready. My lawyer's ready, boo boo. Trust me, if you were to ask your kids, ask our kids who they rather be with, who they rather live with, you know where they coming. We know where the kids going because I don't have that many rules. I allow the kids to be kids. You got three choices. You give me a percentage of your business, give me a lump sum of money, or you give me all the kids. Stop playing with my top, man. Oh, I'm getting a little carried away. I ain't getting carried away. This ain't a math problem. Only thing you carrying is math. You carry the one. I ain't getting carried away here. And since you're on my live, I just want you to look at the material. You see this? See all this? Huh. Yeah, 101. Big old choke, not a low. I can't get 85. Whatever I ask for, I should be willing and able to get it. If I'm walking away with something. Yeah, you can LOL, ha ha ha, key, all you want. My lawyer's ready. My lawyer's ready, boo boo. Trust me, if you were to ask your kids, ask our kids who they rather be with, who they rather live with, you know where they coming. We know where the kids going because I don't have that many rules. I allow the kids to be kids. You got three choices. You give me
Okay.
a percentage of
All
your
right.
business.
It's looping back. Okay. So I want to play this last clip too, where they talk about when him and her discuss the prenup. Now keep in mind she did leave a committed relationship. Sherelle was married and she left her man to be with Chad. Okay. So realize sometimes you get more than what you bargain for. Let me see. I think they talk about.
Take step one, and before we start anything, we just have to come to agreement with everything that I want before we jump through and everything they
I like that. I like it. This is a good start. Did you notice what she said? We have a date set for marriage. She didn't say a wedding. Those are two completely different things.
The wedding's the expensive part.
Fucking love you.
With all that said, we need a prenuptial agreement. We've come up with a few things that we're going to ask for, and you can present to me whether you guys are amenable to what we want. First is trying to contract to lump sum alimony upfront. Yeah.
How much are we talking about?
Well, Sherelle is proposing $3 million a year
$3 million a year.
that you will pay on your wedding anniversary every year.
I don't like that. We would definitely have to counter.
So what is the alimony number you're proposing?
In my opinion, with your lifestyle, we're looking at $15,000
A month?
a month.
Absolutely not a year.
Alimony comes down to income, and I know that my client does really well for herself.
She does.
But would you argue that she's a higher income earner than you are?
Right now?
Correct.
During this time?
Yes.
She is.
Okay.
Chad is not like your typical guy, especially black guy. Most black men in a relationship want to show that I'm the breadwinner, be submissive to me. With Chad, he puts me to the forefront. He's okay with telling people, sometimes Sherelle checks are bigger than mine, and I'm okay with that, and that's something totally different. That's what I love about him.
Okay. When we call it even. No $3 million, no $15,000.
No.
Problem solved.
Simple.
So we're waiving alimony, is that what you're
Just
suggesting?
waving alimony.
All together.
You come in with marriage as you were, you leave as
So
you were.
whatever you came with, that's what you leave with.
There is a certain asset that might be highly contentious for you, which is your podcast.
That's non-negotiable. The podcast is not going to be touched. The podcast is something that he's grown on his own with his business partners.
And I'm part of the business partner.
But it's... Chad.
Honey, ooh, child, everybody got more than what they bargained for. So let's come out of this and let me go straight into my commentary, y'all. Y'all been very patient. Make sure y'all hit that like button. So this is my final analysis. This is the issue. You have to realize when you get with these industry men, these athletes, these rappers, these executive, these men of celebrity status, of wealth, of success. Keep in mind that there's a lot that comes with it. there's more responsibilities than it is rewards. And all women are not built to be with these type of men. Okay, everybody cannot be a Tiny and T.I. Okay, Tiny stood by no matter what T.I. did. And to this day, they're still persevering. You don't hear a whole lot about T.I. out there in the streets, let busting it open, anything like that. Kirk Rashida, I mean, let's face it, Rashida has been with Kirk since she was like 15, 16 years old. So in a sense, he kind of groomed her, which is a little different story for another time. But this is what I'm saying, right? When you decide to be with these kind of men, keep in mind there's going to be a lot that you're going to have to deal with. So you have to be true to you and know what kind of woman you are. Realize that these men travel a lot. Okay, so when they're doing these podcasts, they're taking these flights, they constantly got to travel because that's what their work requires of them. These men are not men that just work truck drivers and go from one state time to time, and you know what I mean. These guys are on the road. They actually live on the road. There's a reason that they're able to afford this luxurious lifestyle that they give these women, because they're away from home a lot. And there's nothing wrong with a man being driven. There's nothing wrong with a man being ambitious and wanting the best for his family. But the problem is when he thinks because he's the breadwinner, he has penis privilege in which he can slang peen as much and as frequently as he wants to. Okay, and keep in mind, men with this type of lifestyle, not only do they spoil the women they're with, not only do they spoil their wives, but they also spoil themselves. Okay, so just like a woman feels when she's with a man that has all this money, she should be able to get in the house she wants, she should be able to get in the car she wants, she should be able to take any trip she wants. These men have the same attitude, like, hey, I'm a celebrity, I am the breadwinner, I'm the one that's providing my family with this lifestyle, so therefore I should be able to treat myself. If I want light skin booty, I should be able to get light skin booty. I want dark skin booty, I should be able to get dark skin booty. I want hood booty, I should be able to get hood booty. If I want a call girl booty, I should be able to get exotica call girl booty. They also feel entitled to having as much as they want as well. Okay, so doesn't matter how beautiful, gorgeous, or glamorous you are, there's going to always be somebody just as pretty, if not more prettier than you, got better body than you do. You have to realize these men are around all kind of women. It's like a kid in a candy store. Okay, there's so much varieties, flavors, and choices, and these men, they lose their mind, and a lot of them, they lack discipline, which means anytime an attractive woman or groupie wants to lay them, anybody can easily entice them with the Jezebel spirit. Keep in mind also that a lot of these guys, they came from struggling, they came from poverty, they didn't come from much. So when you meet men who run into success and fame and fortune, now that low self-esteem little boy who came up in poverty, who came up in a house in which they probably didn't have a lot, parents were struggling to provide for them when they were children before they became successful grown men, a lot of them still have that same childlike mindset as a little boy when they didn't have much. When people looked down on them, when people looked at them as failures, when people looked at them as as losers in a sense. Now that these men are making money, they are still holding on to those insecure childhood poverty stigmas that make them feel like I have to prove that I'm this high value man. I have to prove that I'm successful and I can have anything I want. Some of these guys have this being rejected at the prom attitude, like a Kevin Hart. Let's face it, before these guys ran into the money and ran into the fortune, women was not checking for them. The majority of these guys that are famous and successful, women was not checking for them. Women was not interested in them. Women was not throwing the draws at them like they do now. And when you get a man that comes from nothing and has never had anything, and then he is blessed with the privilege of stardom, and which brings him success and brings him income, brings him a luxurious lifestyle. He's like a little child who's never had this much attention, and now that he's getting this attention, he does not know when to cut it off. Okay, it's fine when you was wilding out in your 20s and 30s. You're in your 50s now. You're in your 60s now. You should have had plenty, all your validation should have been fulfilled. Okay, especially if you've been in the industry for many years, like Matt Barnes and Ocho Cinco. These men have been with multiple women. At this point in their life, at this age, while these men are in their late 50s, soon in a couple of years are going to be in their 60s. They are still playing these games, and what's going to happen is one of two things. What I believe with Matt Barnes and Chad Ocho Cinco, a lot of them, they're going to become hospice husbands. And let me tell you what a hospice husband is. Hospice husbands are men that are going to wait till they get too late in the game. 65, 70, when they damn near can't walk, damn near can't get it up, damn near can't even remember when to take their medication. That is when they are going to want a woman, but it's going to be too late because a woman's not going to have any use for them. Okay, so they're going to end up in a nursing home, in which a lot of these nurses are complaining and saying, hey, we have to take care of these men because they don't have wives. They don't have family. You know, when you out here slinging peen, you burn yourself out. And before you know it, you 65, you 67. You have no one there for you. These men keep playing and playing and playing around and not understanding you're getting older. Your health is going to change. I don't care how fine and handsome you look right now. Things happen. The body breaks down, okay? The older we get, that's the closer we are to dying. So a lot of people have to understand we don't have a lot of time to be sitting up here playing games, being Jezebels, you know what I mean, still being players. Leave that to the 20 and 30-year-olds until they outgrow that. Men over 40 and especially over 50, come on. Your mindset should be on a whole nother level. So either they're going to end up a hospice husband, meaning there's going to have to be a young nurse that's going to have to wipe their ass, that's going to have to clean their balls, going to have to lift their penis up and wash underneath their scrotum sack. They're going to end up being a hospice husband, having to hire a full-time nurse to take care of them. Or, if not a hospice husband, they're going to end up with a woman that's going to use them and drain them during their old age. Because that's what's going to happen. As you get older and loneliness kicks in, especially when you're used to constantly dealing with multiple women and you're throwing bait out there and you're not baiting as many women as you used to. When you do bait one that's desperate enough, that's willing to deal with you at your old age, especially if you're still making some money, what's going to happen is she's going to be using you. Okay? She's going to be using you, draining your damn bank account, because these younger women or women who got a motive, they already know you old. There's nothing else they can really get out of you, and hopefully your penis is still functioning at that point in time. But even then, she's not going to want it like that because you're going to be too old. So the only thing you're going to be good for is for her being able to swipe your black card, and that's what's going to happen. You got men who play around too long and wait till they get too old to where they have to settle. And now, back then when you was young and you was in your right mind and you was in your youth, you was able to make better decisions, okay, because you have more options. You get old, the less your options are going to become, and you're going to end up having to settle for anything that'll take you, which means it's going to be some young woman who's going to make you think that she's into you like that when she's only into your money, and you're going to be too old to chase after her. You're going to be too old to keep up with her. You're not going to be able to run behind her and see what she's doing and stalk her down because you're going to be up in your age, and she's just going to run all over you. And by then, you're not going to have much strength or fight in you to run her down, to keep up with her, to go after her, to put her in her place. So in your last days, you're going to find yourself miserable with a woman that's going to drain your last retirement or whatever you got left. She's going to empty your bank account. And you're going to die sad, miserable, and alone, knowing the woman that you did end up with was a woman who only chose you because there was nothing else left for her to choose out here. You was only a last minute option. That is what Matt Barnes and that's what Chad Ochocinco is not realizing that they are signing up for. They are signing up to become hospice husbands. They're gonna wait till they old as hell, can't get it up, you know, can't produce babies. Well, men, they can produce babies till they 70, 80. Hugh Hefner did it. But they're going to wait till they get so old. And by then, they got to take whoever is willing to deal with them old and useless. And guess what? That woman that they choose is going to take advantage of them, is going to wipe whatever little bit of money they have left down the line. But ladies, beware. Stay away from these male Jezebels in the industry just because they look good, just because they have all this money. Realize there's a lot that comes with that territory, a lot of disrespect, a lot of manipulation, a lot of gaslighting. All of that comes with it. Okay, these women are showing you just because it looks good, just because it glitters, it doesn't mean that it's gold. Okay, so anyway, y'all, leave y'all comment below. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Hit that like button before you exit. It's your girl, your diva and knowledge lady Mocha, representing Mocha's Late Lounge Chat, and I will be talking to y'all next time. Y'all take care. Be blessed.